Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I have a story for you that, well, it still makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. It's about my friend Daniel. When Daniel died, it just felt wrong to delete his number. We'd talked every single day, sending memes, stupid jokes, you name it. We had those 2 a.m. calls about absolutely nothing. He was that kind of friend. His number was a fixture in my life, a constant. Deleting it felt like deleting a part of him, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. After the funeral, I was trying to navigate this new, quiet reality. Life without his constant messages felt hollow. Then, one night, my phone lit up. I glanced at the screen, my heart stopping for a second. It said, "Daniel calling." The contact photo he'd set, that goofy smiling picture of him, was looking right at me. I just froze. My thumb hovered over the green button, but I couldn't move. How was this possible? I let it ring out, my mind racing. A glitch? A mistake? It had to be. The next night, it happened again. Same exact time, 3:17 a.m. This time, a cold dread washed over me. I answered. I had to know. "Hello?" I whispered into the phone. Silence, complete and utter silence. Then I heard it. A soft, faint sound. Breathing. Slow, raspy. Just breathing. It wasn't Daniel. It didn't sound like anyone. "Who is this?" I demanded, my voice shaking. Nothing. The line went dead. My mind was a mess. I thought, okay, maybe someone found his phone. Maybe it's a cruel prank or some kind of elaborate scam. But the calls were always too quiet. There was never any background noise, no cars, no voices, just that unnerving, close-up breathing. It felt personal. It felt wrong. I started trying to call back. Every single time it went straight to his voicemail. And hearing his voice again, it was a punch to the gut every time. That cheerful, lively recording. "Hey, it's Daniel. Leave a message." It was so him. But now there was something else there. Layered underneath his familiar greeting, so faint you could almost miss it, was a whisper. I had to strain to hear it, pressing the phone hard against my ear. And when I finally made it out, my blood ran cold. It was my voice. It was my voice whispering, "Stop calling me." I threw my phone across the room. It hit the wall with a loud thud, but it didn't break. The screen stayed on, glowing ominously in the dark. And then it started ringing again. Daniel calling. Stared back at me from the screen. I felt like I was losing my mind. This wasn't a prank. This was something else. I became obsessed. I had to figure out what was happening. I spent hours online researching everything I could think of. Ghost calls, calls from the dead, anything. Most of it was nonsense, but it gave me an idea. I contacted a friend who works in tech, explained the situation as calmly as I could, and asked him to help me trace the calls. He was skeptical, of course, but he agreed to look into it. The results he came back with were impossible. There was no network activity linked to Daniel's number, no SIM data. The calls weren't coming from any tower, any location. According to the network, there was no record of any outgoing call from that number since the day he died. The number shouldn't even exist anymore. It was a digital ghost. My friend had no explanation. He told me it was technically impossible. That night, my sleep was tormented. I dreamed I was standing in the cemetery where we'd buried him. It was dark, the only light coming from a pale, sickly moon. And then I heard it. A familiar sound, muffled and distorted. The vibration of a phone. It was coming from beneath the dirt, from the ground right over Daniel's grave. In the dream, I started digging, frantically, with my bare hands. I woke up in a cold sweat, my heart pounding against my ribs. But the sound didn't stop when I opened my eyes. It was faint, a low hum in the back of my hearing, but it was there. That same muffled vibration from my dream. I thought I was hallucinating, that the stress was finally breaking me, but I couldn't shake it. Driven by something I can't explain, a mix of terror and a desperate need for answers, I got out of bed. I got in my car. I followed the sound. I know how insane that sounds. I was half asleep, half certain I'd completely lost my mind. But I kept driving. The closer I got to the cemetery, the louder the sound became. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't in my head. The vibrating was real. It was leading me to Daniel's grave. I stood there under the moonlight, the grass damp beneath my feet. The sound was undeniable now, a muffled ringtone, desperate and insistent, coming from 6 feet under. I didn't even have a shovel. I dropped to my knees and I started digging, with my bare hands. The dirt was cold and coarse, scraping my fingers raw, but I didn't care. I dug and dug until my knuckles hit something hard. Wood. The coffin lid. And then, in an instant, it stopped. The vibration, the ringtone, everything went silent. The sudden absence of sound was deafening, more terrifying than the noise itself. I stood there, panting, covered in dirt, my hands trembling uncontrollably. The silence was unbearable. What had I done? Then, one single sharp buzz from my pocket. It made me jump. I pulled out my phone, my hands shaking so badly I could barely hold it. A text notification. From Daniel. My heart stopped. My fingers fumbled as I opened the message. It was just 5 words. You shouldn't have answered. Before I could even process it, my phone lit up again. The screen flashed with an incoming call, but this time it wasn't Daniel's name. It wasn't his picture. The caller ID just said one word, me. I don't know why, but I answered. I pressed the phone to my ear. Static. A wall of white noise, hissing and crackling. And then, through the static, a familiar voice whispered from the other side. A voice that sounded just like Daniel's. I told you not to dig. Now every night at 3:17 a.m., my phone rings. It never fails. The screen flashes the same terrifying words. Incoming call. You. I never answer. But I can't turn it off. I can't get rid of it. I've tried. And every time it rings, I swear the signal gets a little bit stronger. Thanks for listening to my story. It's a lot, I know. If you've ever experienced something you can't explain, let me know in the comments below. Stay safe out there and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to hear more. I'll see you in the next one.